Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your reading. This is a timeless message for Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, and Venus in Pisces, okay? Let's get right into your reading. I pulled one card off camera for you just to get the energy started. And my goodness, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Wealth, period, coming right out. And what really surprised me is that you also have the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck as well. So a lot of good things are occurring, manifesting in your life at this time. And this is just a timeless message to keep you up, okay? So to start with, first of all, having two tens come out for you means that there is a cycle completing for you emotionally and materially. These two are probably definitely connected for you at this time. Ten of Pentacles is a great, actually both of them, Ten of Cups and a Ten of Pentacles is great energy. I did see while shuffling, I saw the energy of having a square. And in astrology, a square is a bit of a challenging aspect between planets where they don't always interact the best because it's difficult, it's a challenge. So to get to these tens, to get to this completion, to get to this cycle closing for you emotionally and materially, it will be a challenge. It will be something to overcome in both of these areas of your life. So let's just get right into the energy. Honey, you have forgiveness, okay? So all of the Pisces placements right now, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Venus, you all are working on forgiveness in some aspects, and Spirit is asking you not to let your pride get in the way in this situation, because it is, again, connected to your emotional stability and your financial stability as well. The situation will be different for everyone, but at the center of your reading is forgiveness. So there's a challenging aspect in regards to your legacy that you're trying to build, in regards to your fulfillments, the things that satisfy you emotionally, okay? So we have Mars and Pisces in the tarot, and we also have Mercury and Virgo connected to the Ten of Pentacles. So you could have these placements or have heavy Virgo and Pisces placements in general. And what this is telling you is that there's some clarity that you need in order to feel secure emotionally, in order to be able to move securely emotionally, because Mars is all about it's the planet of action. So it's all about the actions that you take. And Pisces is, sometimes an energy that is not the clearest. It's like trying to move in murky waters, and you don't want to make any movements that is not going to bring you to your Ten of Cups, your overall fulfillment, joy, and happiness. So it's like you're looking for clarity in order to give this forgiveness. This could be self-forgiveness. This could be forgiveness of any kind in any situation that you are dealing with right now, Pisces. To tell you that, you deserve happiness. Like, you deserve to be happy. You deserve joy. You deserve to feel fulfilled every day of your life. We know that financial stability comes with intention and hard work. And emotional security comes with the same kind of thing, intention and hard work. So it's just, how much work are you willing to put in? Because forgiveness is not... It's not the easiest. It's not the easiest energy either. So right now, you have full moon in Leo with Go Wild. Okay, we're going to get into that energy and see how it correlates for you in this forgiveness aspect. And you also have at the bottom of the deck, the first quarter moon in Scorpio with Release Your Blocks. So there are blockages. Again, we are feeling the energy of wealth. We are feeling the energy of happiness, joy, comfort, comfortability. Those are, comfort and comfortability. I feel like, yes, it's the same word, but they give off a different energy. You also have Trust the Universe with first quarter moon in Aquarius, okay? So you have Go Wild and Trust the Universe at the bottom of the deck. Another first quarter moon in Capricorn, Unleash Your Kindest Self. So you can go wild and still be a kind and generous being, okay? I think the go wild energy is definitely asking you to shine, take up a little bit of space, not be afraid to shine or take up a little bit of space in your personal life. It's also asking you, I think, to be more courageous in the things that you are pursuing at this time. Be more, if you have a lot of Leo energy, even if you don't, be more, of that Leo energy that shines, that boosts and boasts and is very prideful of themselves. But I feel like it's like, with this pride energy at the bottom of the deck with forgiveness, don't let pride get in your way of forgiveness, of forgiving or needing to be forgiven, depending on the situation. But the Leo energy is also trying to introduce a more playful energy into this situation as well. Like forgiveness is heavy. The pride feels kind of heavy. And this Leo full moon is saying, okay, even in the midst of that heavy energy, like go wild, like trust the universe. Don't really tiptoe necessarily around certain areas of your life that need to be addressed. Okay, don't tiptoe. Shine light on it, shine it brightly, address it. And unleash your kindest self in any situation where you feel that there are blockages. Be kind with yourself as you are unlearning certain things. Let's see what else we have. What else the Oracle is trying to tell us for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Venus. Spirit. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Venus. What is it that you would like for them to know? Too much. Just one. A lot of energy that you have going on. Fire energy, of course. So Leo energy is strong here. You have Aries as well that just flew out. Independence, bravery, and passion. We were talking about being courageous. So there's something that you really are being called to shed light upon, forgive, and be courageous. Like be courageous about shedding light on this situation. Trust the universe, because as I'm giving you this message, you may be aware of what it is that you want to be very independent about in approaching. And they're saying, yes, trust the universe, trust your third eye, trust that is what you are being called to address at this moment. You have the second house with physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. So this is a big highlight for you, especially with the Ten of Pentacles coming out as your main energy. Again, because it's all connected. Your security and your self-worth is connected to the forgiveness that you are either lending out or trying to receive. And again, when these things are connected so heavily, it's probably, you just don't want to be too prideful, it feels like. Let's see what else we have here, because I'm trying to get a more concise message for you, Pisces. At this time, I feel like you are being called to shine your light, not just on a specific situation in your life that you may be trying to still figure out, but just to shine your light in general, to not be afraid to be seen, to not be afraid to show your passion about something with the Aries energy here. Also, probably not to be afraid to butt heads either, because Aries is symbolized by the ram, and the ram can be a head butter. It can be a head butter. So especially when you feel like you're coming up to blockages, don't be afraid. Put back down, because the blockage itself is not going to back down. You also have humility and companionship. We're going to read both of these. I want you to see what it looks like first. With the owl there is symbolically connected to your intuition once again. You're a very intuitive being. But this card says, allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. Okay. So this is going to be a great affirmation, I feel like, for you to repeat in order to, like I said, be prideful in yourself, but also have an air of humility. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. I'm going to get into that, but we also have companionship at the bottom of the deck. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. Okay. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. So you, I feel like, are holding back less, giving someone your complete presence, and it's going to be gifting you in the emotional arena of your life and the material arena of your life, where the blockages that have been holding you back from reaching a pinnacle, from reaching a goal, from reaching a closing of a cycle, those things are going to be relinquished at this time. As you trust the universe, as you continue to communicate with the universe, they will show you how these things are connected, how you may intuitively be guided, because Spirit gives us the best assistance. They give us the best guidance, and how it will be a delightful pleasure to see like where you were guided and how it ended up working in your favor in the end. Okay. All right. High Priestess, right out of the deck. She flew out. You are psychic. You have the psychic gift, as I felt it with the owl. And with the trust the universe. Trusting the universe is guiding you because you are tapped in. And as you continue to stay tapped in, as I look at 1212, as you continue to stay tapped in, you will continue to receive information. You will continue to receive emotions, I feel like, even that leads you towards this forgiveness. Yes, you have the Six of Cups with Scorpio energy here, and the word connected to this card is pleasure. Okay, so you are definitely going wild and getting connected with your pleasure. With Scorpio's energy here, it might get deep. It might get deep. It might not. It might catch you off guard a little bit. The amount of pleasure that you want in your life, the amount of emotional stimulation you want in your life might throw you just a little bit, but intuitively you've been picking up on these things all along. And again, the forgiveness aspect is coming in when you feel like you have given yourself less, you have accepted less, or you have given others less than what you feel in your whole full soul. Okay, you have the Three of Cups, which is labeled with abundance, and it's not normally in any other deck labeled so strongly, because the Three of Cups can be a more casual kind of instance that you like are spending time with other people. You are, having a good time is what it's normally depicted as, but this is deep and emotional fulfillment, deep, meaningful connections with other people that fill up your cup, and that, you do the same for them. This is where you are finding a lot of pleasure at the current moment, is close connections, people that make you want to talk about deep things, people that make you think about deep things, people that bring out the deepness in you. This is connected again to your abundance. So many cups. So many cup cards are coming out for you. You have the Page of Cups. You're learning new things about yourself at this time. Learning about new passions. Learning about how to be more independent or brave. To express your more vulnerable side. It feels like with all these Cups cards coming out. And it's taking a lot for you to balance these things. With adjustment here, or the Justice card. This is something that you've been waiting for. You've been waiting to have the opportunity to be authentic, be deep. You've wanted people to encourage this out of you. I feel like it's a bit of a give and take with the Justice energy here. It's like things needed to happen the way they were in the past, which maybe felt less deep, less intentional, less spiritual even. And now those things are tipping more in, like the scales are tipping more into the favor of depth, of emotional security, and of financial security as well. You've been waiting for a lot of things to balance out in your life, and that's happening right now. And I feel like you intuitively feel it. It's getting you excited, and again, it's making you want to go wild. It's making you want to like experience all the things, all the deep things, all the things that make you feel emotionally good that you want to, but Spirit's asking you to take things one step at a time. Trust the universe. You don't have to experience it all at once. Going wild is different. Like you can do that in a moderate way of like, oh, you know, I'm having a good time with these people or this close connection at this time. And then going wild for me could be like a complete switch up where I'm, you know, in the house studying hours of, I don't know, the first thing that came to mind is astrology for me. You also have the 3 of Wands, so 2 3s, a lot of divine connections coming into your life at this time. We have Aries energy, Libra energy. We also have Scorpio, Cancer. Yeah, okay. But the 3 of Wands is talking about, it's labeled as virtue, but it talks about, you know, being virtuous, being adventurous, being explorative, wanting to explore options, being envisioned or envisioning new possibilities in your life and, you know, wanting to go for them, feeling the energy, wanting to dive in. And again, that balance is coming in as important. Balance between, you know, what fills you up, going after what fills you up, and also finding what fills you up internally. The Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, beautiful energy. There's a new emotional beginning for you, it feels like, with that energy here. So much water in your reading. You also have the World, and of course, go figure, another cup card. Okay, so let's just get into it. A lot of what you will be experiencing soon will be connected to what you are able to release. I feel like that's a huge theme in a lot of the timeless readings that is happening right now. Intuitively, you are feeling doors opening up, energetic portals opening up. The 4 of Cups is labeled as luxury. So you have luxury and abundance, wealth, such a pleasure as well. Like the cup cards in this deck specifically are labeled so positively that it's just standing out to me as overwhelmingly good. Like you have a lot of overwhelmingly good energy around you coming into your life, asking you to find out more about yourself emotionally. What feels luxurious to you, but what feels also like settling? Because the 4 of Cups can talk about not being completely ecstatic, not being completely involved, aware of the things that are manifesting for us because they don't feel as aligned, or maybe we're too in our heads or too in our hearts thinking about what is so wrong with such and such that we can't notice the good things coming into our life. But this 4 of Cups is none of that. It's not depicted in that way. It's depicted as harmonious with the Moon and Cancer energy here. It's like, get back to the root of things that make you feel luxurious. Like you might have lost touch with what you thought, and I don't want to keep using that word, but what you thought was abundant. You lost touch of what you thought was abundant. And I think there are new realizations coming into your life about what it means for you now and who you are now after going through so many emotional transformations. It's like I thought a certain number amount would make me feel wealthy, but really it's a certain feeling that I get being able to live my life day to day with the amount of abundance that I have. That's what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm going for. And intuitively, I'm going to follow that. I'm going to trust the universe. I'm going to just go for the things that I want to go for with the Leo here, like going and being seen, again, being seen as intuitive, being seen as knowledgeable intuitively, because you are meant to trust yourself, Pisces. Like, you're meant to trust your feelings above anything else, because that is what is heavily represented in this reading. You are meant to trust your feelings. So that is where your independence lies. That is where you will be able to bravely experience any new cycle, any new emotional beginning that you may have felt in the past you would have been afraid of. This is actually helping you to unravel all of those things. Again, Spirit is asking you to trust them. Trust. Don't be afraid to embrace your softer sides or show your softer sides to others. And remember, giving someone your complete presence is an astounding gift. So be present, be humble, even when people are seeing you shine and you've always wanted them to see you shine, and you've always wanted them to see you in this way, whoever them is. Be humble about it, Pisces, because you always knew who you were. You always knew who you were trying to present as, and they didn't. So that was their loss. But you don't have to go out of your way. You definitely don't have to go out of your way to prove that you are someone who you already are. Okay, we have the energy of sadness coming out. This is my first time seeing this card. So these are the feelings that you are facing in order to get to your 10 of Cups, which was one of the first cards that you had out. At the bottom of the deck, which is what I've been telling you this whole time, is your intuition standing out once again. Intuitive as fuck. I'm just gonna say it. But you are overcoming the sadness at this time. This timeless message is meant for you to see whenever. So this energy will either be present day. It doesn't necessarily have to be. This could just be feelings that you struggle with in general. Like, one minute you're good and the next you're not, and you feel literal sadness. So that energy is coming up because you are soon evolving out of that as I mentioned in another one, as you follow your authentic desires. Follow your heart, your emotions, listen to yourself, your emotional self. It is intuitive. It knows what you need. Sometimes logic and mind gets in the way. You have the angel number 5 with I am adaptable. Flexibility is your forte. When life throws a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. Be brave and bold in your endeavors. Again, bravery coming up. Definitely channeling that Leo energy of being bold and courageous when changes pop up. Changes that, yes, make you sad a little bit at first. And then you look at the alignment and you say, okay, well, I see why this happened. Actually, I've been seeing why this cycle was meant to close, why this change was meant to happen. And now I just need to adjust. I need to adjust my emotional state to the changes that are happening in my life, because I've already seen these things coming with my third eye. You also have the angel number 28. I am a leader. In an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. The 3 of Cups. You make a capable, compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team toward achievement. Okay. So, again, this could also be a big change happening in your career-wise. You are taking on a more leadership role, but leadership role in your life, period, point blank. It could be either or that is taking place in your life. Some of you could be getting a promotion, and it could be in November. I'm currently recording this video May of 2022. So just that standing out to me. But yes, taking a more leadership role in your life, being authoritative over your life in a humble way, accepting help when you know that it's necessary, giving help when you know that you can, or when it's being asked of you. We also have March, so there could be huge changes taking place in your life in the next upcoming March. Whenever you're watching this, a lot of changes that could be happening for you. You could be dealing with some sadness or heavy emotions around March, which is why this is maybe coming out as well. Okay. And you also have at the bottom of the deck, we have two other ones. Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. This is what your intuition is showing you at this time. It's just trying to point to you something that you're already psychically becoming more and more aware of, just the changes that are needing to take place in your life. You have frying pan with trouble and accusations right now. So this could also be where some of the sadness is coming from. Just trouble in your life emotionally, accusations, misunderstandings, miscommunication in general. That would make anyone sad. That would make anyone uncomfortable. Work through those feelings, address them, do not brush them off. Look at why your reactions are taking place to the things that are happening in the world. Look at yourself. Look at yourself, your emotional reactions. Look at how you balance yourself back after those things happen. Just observe yourself as much as you possibly can. And you have Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. So even after all of those heavy emotions, the Valley, it is deep, it is wide. You know, you feel like you can be in there for a long time, feeling lost, exhausted, and isolated. But a deep personal strength is being gained from this journey, from this cycle and changes in your life. And it is assured success at the end of it. Emotional success with the 10 of Pentacles or the 10 of Cups, and financial success with the 10 of Pentacles. Pisces, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope that it was thorough and in-depth for the timeless message that you need at this time in your life. If it is, please give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And comment down below and let me know how your month is going so far. And I will see you in another reading. Peace.